Yo, what's up, Satan on OGU? This is Agony OGU. So I have a thread where I do like ask Agony questions, blah blah blah, etc. But I saw your thread asking your question: Does life get better? Kind of just asking anyone in general, and that honestly, that's a great question. And I know I replied to you before, but I wanted to give you kind of a more of a personal response because life kind of does suck and it's hard, and there's a lot of things that like you think it's not gonna get better, right? Like it's really easy to fall into that cycle of chaos or cycle of depression or any cycle you can find yourself in. I've been down that hole before. I've been there, and I will tell you, life I think does get. I don't want to. You know what? I don't want to lie to you because I think life does get better, but it's hard and there's going to be a lot of challenges ahead. And being as young as you are, like you got a lot of experiences that you have like, that's yet to come. That's going to challenge you and your perspective on things. Whether it be heartbreak, your first drink leading to another, and your first blackout, your first hangover, your first whatever, which could end up being your last whatever it may be. Things are gonna suck. I'm gonna be 100% honest. Things are gonna suck. You're gonna grow up. You're gonna learn that a lot of shit revolves around money and how much you have. Bills becomes your life. Your job becomes your life. So when you find a job, if you don't have one already, really try your best. And I know it's difficult. Find something you like doing that you preferably you love doing. Because if you go to a job that just like you don't like, it's kind of going to make the suffering and misery a little bit worse, and it's going to become mundane and routine. It's going to become like just something you don't want. You'll end up kind of thinking nothing will ever change. This sucks. You'll be on the path that you're on, right? Probably right now in that mindset you're in, right? But you just got to remember that like there are beautiful things in life. And here's the hard part. Those things tend to be the smaller things in life, like taking a hike or just comedy, whatever it may be. It's all these small little things that end up adding up over time that will lead to your life feeling at least somewhat fulfilled. Because that's really the goal. Like, no matter where you are, what position you're in, you want fulfillment. That's what you're after. That's what everyone's seeking, right? And for a while, personally, I have a problem with being codependent, which means like my happiness relied on whether someone else was happy, right? So love for me was like my fulfillment, and like my happiness was dependent upon if the person I'm with or whoever was happy. That is a very common, easy mistake and mindset to fall into, because if you can't fully love yourself and be satisfied with yourself and like what you're doing, then like part of you will just never really find that fulfillment. You'll like never truly be happy. So you got to learn to basically just love yourself and just keep filling the small holes that you have within you, within your heart, within your mind, with just take a hike, literally go hiking, bike riding, comedy, fill your routine with things that better yourself and that make you feel good, even if it's like for only a temporary amount of time, whatever it might be, whether it's like helping your body physically, your mind, like at the end of it all, like all that together, you want to have a good spirituality, basically. And if you could find yourself with like a positive, like spiritual mindset, you'll end up finding the fulfillment that you so desperately need, that I personally desperately need, that I'm still looking for myself. And I just find small things, whatever it may be, video games, hiking, like I said, like you name it, Long Beach Griffy on YouTube, guys, hilarious, stuff like that. Do all these little things and they'll add up to something greater for yourself. I hope you have a good night or morning or whatever it may be. Just just take care of yourself first. All right. See you, man.